Good evening, Super Metroid speedrunning fans. We've got more Super Metroid multi-category extension tournament action coming your way. This is the winners finals between Bressingham and MrGuyAverage. The category today will be 69%. And by the way, I am still the Hockey Towner, and I'm joined by the one, the only MM2. What is up, MM2?
What is up indeed, hockey? This is going to be a really, really good match. These runners were in the winners finals for a reason. Game one here, 69%. I'm excited to see what these guys have to put on the board.
Oh, you and me both, MM2. I think this is a really interesting category. I'm curious to see if there's going to be some route divergence because we talked about it a little bit in the green room. We got MrGuyAverage holding second place all time in this nice percent category, with Bressingham just behind him in third place.
Yeah, and even more so, MGA like less than 30 seconds off Zost in first place. So it's going to be a really good race from both of them. And we are off. And looks like Bress forgot to start his timer.
No, that's okay. We've got the beautiful racetime.gg official time. We will use that to settle any ties, of course, but
yeah.
MrGuyAverage's timer is a running. And yeah, starting on Sirius Station here as usual, MM2.
Indeed, Sirius Station being the standard for SM Vanilla runs. You never do a vanilla run without it, especially the ones in this tournament. There is no category that does not start on series. There are some categories that start on Planet CBs, especially at randomizers, but gotta do it. And it's definitely a bit of early gain or lead, but it's nothing that can't be made back.
Right you are, MM2. But yeah, gotta pick up 60 plus 9 pickups, each pickup in Super Metroid counting for 1% towards your total item pickups at the end. Gotta sit through those credits, get to that Deer Forest shout out to be able to validate these two runners' runs. They have to hit 69%. So MM2, I'm assuming that anything but 69% will be a disqualification.
So you would assume that, but that's not quite the case. The admins in this for this tournament made the decision to allow more runs to be finished validly. For every item under 69%, it is a plus 1 minute to your final time. Because like if you're skipping items, then that should be penalized. If you get more than 69%, that's fine, because if you're getting more items, that's just straight up a time loss. We don't need to penalize that. So those are the rules, but there is just it's just the spirit of the game to play the actual category. Don't be like don't intentionally skip items. That's just against the spirit of the tournament, I would say. But I trust we will see two valid 69% runs from both of these runners. They've grinded this category a lot, so I would say they both know their routes by heart.
Right, you are, M2. Great analysis and also explanation there of this category and the tournament rules. I do like that. I like that there's, you know, a little bit of leniency, especially if you go over the requisite 69%. But yeah, off to a good start here. Both runners with crisp movement through Old Mother Brain. We saw a little bit of moonfall there from MrGuyAverage, uncapped fall speed. That I think Moonfall's gonna be turning like 5 or 6 years old here.
Yeah, I was not around when Moonfall was discovered, but it's a great tech for sure. It did actually technically win me my first race versus Catchmont, though that was ruled a tie because it was less than 1 second difference.
Wow, GG MM2,
Yeah.
impressive stuff to tie a runner with you know, the resume of Cash Mod. That's really impressive. But you
For
know, it's
sure.
also really impressive is both of these runners through this tournament making it unscathed into this winner's finals.
Indeed, yeah. Bressingham with that nice down back construction zone down strat. That's a really nice strat that I love to see.
No doubt about it, MM2. We'd love to see the movement, the crisp movement, the quick movement. You see both runners picking up that first item, that morphing ball, as well as the first minor item, which is missiles. So our runners only have 67 more pickups to go. We're gonna see them pull almost all the stops out. They're gonna be getting those movement items that are gonna make them just be able to fly through this game. But tell me a little bit more about the category and the routing, MM2. Is it a Phantoon first, or is it a standard boss order?
So, you may think that's just a simple question. Oh, do you do Phantoon first or do you Kraid first? It's actually a quite complicated question. I know both of these runners will be going Phantoon first. However, I know a couple runners in this tournament do no, both of these runners will do Kraid first. My mistake. Both of them do Kraid first, but I think it's Apathy Duck and probably Nevdi as well, who both do Phantoon first in this category. Bressingham having a little bit of difficulty with that parlor room. It just can always get out of hand, especially if you miss those ledge grabs on the left side.
Yeah, that Ripper was unkind in its positioning. Bress looked really, really sharp up that climb using right side wall jumps. But GuyAverage definitely up to a pretty sizable lead in terms of Super Metroid speedrunning. I mean, he's going to be facing off now against Bomb Terizo. Look at the setup. Look at the midair shot. Fanning out those missiles in a nice arc above Bomb Terizo's head in a perfect fight. That was excellent execution from GuyAverage. Let's see what Bress does here.
Yeah, that was a really solid one round from MGA. Bress not getting the drop RNG he might have wanted, but does get to back it up with... Oh no, he gets the decapitation animation. Oh my god, I just stole your phrase, Hockey. Right in front
No,
of
you
your
didn't
face.
steal it. You used it effectively in a proper place to use it. Yes, Bressingham does get the decapitation animation, unfortunately, but still a good fight. He's headed back into Parlor. MGA, though, into Terminator, getting that item tank, or I should say item tank. Nice. Getting that item known as an energy tank. How about that, MM2?
It's quite the item. First energy tank, and in some categories, it's the only energy tank you pick up, notably GT Classic if you get the high jump boots, and your name is MrGuyAverage. Also me sometimes.
Right, you are, MM2. Right,
but I mean,
I
I copied MGA, so my name even be used in that? So, yeah. It's pretty much MGA.
Well, MGA is going to be the first one to reach Green Brinstar here. Going to execute the first major sequence break of Super Metroid, 69%, and that is the early Super's Mock Ball. Look at the execution. Nice short hop underneath those gates, maintaining that run speed, and a nice D-boost off of that side hopper. It was either the side hopper or the waiver. I couldn't really tell, but really nice, really sharp movement. Looks like Bressingham's setting up to execute the same strat. And so GuyAverage now headed into to grab double missile pack and reserve tank. Flawless execution from Bressingham.
Very nice.
Same D-boost too on that after those double wall jumps to climb up there to get those crucial supers.
Yeah, the second D-boost off the waiver in the item fanfare, that one's decently easy. I do that pretty much every time I can, but the first waiver D-boost, it's really mostly off of feel, but just because you've gotta get the mock ball solidly, obviously. Speaking of mock balls, very nice reverse mock ball from MGA. You gotta get the mock ball solidly, and then you gotta get the proper unmorph, proper angle up shot, and you gotta do it all really fast. Otherwise, you'll miss the waiver cycle. So it's quite the trick to get both of the D boosts, but it's a good time save, and it also prevents you taking like a lot of damage from the side hoppers. So it's very useful.
For sure, MM2, for sure. Yeah, you mentioned that reverse mock ball from MGA, and Bressingham saying anything you can do, I can do too. Just flawless early supers rooms from these runners, just incredibly razor sharp movement. You love to see them nail the hard strats with that short hop mock ball, exiting the room after getting the reserve tank. Just terrific stuff as both runners are heading into Big Pink, but MrGuyAverage still holding on to the lead here, getting a little cleanup done here in Big Pink, grabbing as many items as he can to without opening any doors. So definitely gonna grab that charge beam, a crucial item for this game.
Skip charge.
Yeah, it was close. Yeah, it looked like MGA was thinking, I'll skip charge. I'll just skip it.
Yeah, just skip charge and have to get like a billion missiles. No, he'd probably get it before his blueprint revisit. I'm pretty sure he does blueprint revisit. I don't quite know the runner's routes all as well as I'd like. But...
Well, you know, M2, that makes two of us, so we're in for a real treat here. We're gonna be in suspense for most of this run, but
for sure.
Like I said, it can't be overstated just how precise these runners are playing. We've seen very, very few mistakes made by both runners, but Bressingham is definitely going to want to turn on the afterburners to try to catch up to MGA, but MGA is both these runners are very capable, but MGA is definitely impressed in recent memory in his tournament play.
Yeah, MGA, like, if you do the, KPDR time minus 2 minutes equals PRKD time math, he'd be a 42 runner with his 44 flat KPDR time.
Yeah. 44 KPDR is just so impressive. It's such a difficult time to get.
Yeah, and it would have been a 43 if he, according to him himself, if he didn't lose 20 seconds in Turian. So it's a 44 flat. So it's a very good time, and I'd consider him a 43 holder, just not in actuality just yet. And Bressingham's gonna get the Spacer Beam. Pog.
Interesting, yeah. So Spacer definitely it's a nice pickup early, especially following a standard boss order, because the enemies, the damage that they take from Spacer kind of tracks, as the game is intended to. You can definitely blow some enemies away that would take multiple shots, or you'd have to switch to your ammunition, use a missile or a super.
Yeah, but, speaking of that CAC attack in below Spacer, Spacer actually really helps in taking that one out. It can be really annoying when you don't have it.
No doubt, but GuyAverage out to a pretty big lead here. We see Bressingham about to enter Kraid's lair, but MJ is at Kraid right now, using that little bomb hop setup to get just the perfect position. Gonna open up with 2 missiles and then tap those 3 supers into Kraid's dumbfounded open mouth. Look at the execution, just textbook. Absolute textbook missile Kraid quick kill. But
yeah,
Bressingham is already past the party room. Just blows away mini Kraid here, MM2, but Varia suit pickup for MGA first at about 11:15. So
11:15, I mean, that's a really solid Varia time.
Totally.
In this category. Like, I get around about like 11:30 in my hundo runs, and that's a faster route for early game than this, because MGA got the Mission Impossible missiles and the charge missiles on hundo, as well as like the pipe missiles. So yeah, he's quite a bit ahead.
I saw Bressingham kind of double clutch that second missile shot, didn't quite get it off, but a beautiful recovery, just kind of reset and delivered those 2 missiles perfectly and delivered the supers. We're just delivering things left and right. You might as well call us Amazon Fulfillment, MM2. I mean, Bressingham, I have not seen a recovery on a Kraid quick kill like that in a long time. So I know Bressingham's got a bit of a hole here. He's got a bit of a time, he's got a... God, what am I trying to say?
a bit. It's a bit of a disadvantage, you could say. But he does have the extra Spacer on him. I think he got the Mission Impossible missiles. I think he did. I could be wrong. I don't know.
I don't know either, but he's grabbing that Kraid tank. It's gonna count. That's a positive grade, unlike this commentator. But you know what? That's okay. We're gonna, I always say our runners, if they screw up a strat or a room, they're just gonna dust themselves off and try again. MM2, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna let you carry us to the finish line. But yeah, MGA is.
Rocky. You can't deny the part that you have to have in this commentary. this is not a solo effort. This is this is a team contribution, and I'm glad to have you on it.
I'm glad to be here too, MM2. It's great to be back in this tournament doing commentary for it after a long layoff. But I think what's even better is the way that both GuyAverage and Bressingham are just moving through Planet Zebes tonight. Especially MGA. MGA is just blazing right now. He's already to high jump. He's already got the missiles and the E-tank. We got a little high five here between our runners. Bressingham picking up the high jump energy tank. But MGA is showing no signs of letting up, MM2.
Oh, for certain. But speaking of not letting up, Bressingham going for very aggressive strats in the Kraid E-tank room with the bomb strat, and he got it. So Like that was like a minute or two ago, but it was still really impressive, and I did not want it to go unsaid.
Absolutely, MM2. Well done. Good to roll the tape back. Comment on Bressingham's excellent decision making and movement. It's a balancing act. It's like walking the tightrope for a runner that might be playing from behind, as Bressingham is, but not too far behind, Chad. He's definitely still in this, but MGA definitely is the type of runner in Super Metroid that once he has captured a lead, he is going to
Oh,
consolidate that lead. Yeah, I was hoping for that D
yeah,
boost. I was
yeah,
really wanting that D boost.
yeah. He got the charge shot, and I'd say that's the harder part of that room strat. But it's still really impressive to get that far, even with the missed D boost.
No
And,
doubt,
and
no
Mr.
doubt.
Average did remember to hold the run button to not fall into the holes. This is not map completion. You do not want to fall in the holes.
You definitely do not want to fall in the holes pre-speed booster, but I feel like speed booster, if early supers is like, you know, unlocks a lot of the categories, unlocks the speedrun potential of Super Metroid, I feel like speed booster is a close second because it really just opens up the movement and makes it so bonkers.
Yeah, and high jump cannot be understated in the partnership with speed booster in making those things possible. But yeah, speed booster, high jump, really speed booster is playing the big part, like you were saying. So it's a really good item, and there are so many fun strats you can do with it. And I think I heard Freya's say something like it when they were commentating the SM Hundo Task Showcase the other day. Um, if there weren't a Shine Spark crash animation, we would just see Shine Sparks everywhere. Because like Task can do so many more Shine Sparks because it can super jump, and super jump will remove the crash animation because of reasons. But I won't get too much into that. But Shine Sparks are really cool, is my point.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So, yeah, I just said MGA consolidating a lead, especially in tournament play. You just saw that Bressingham too. Just that D boost off those rippers. No, not ripper. Off those what the heck are they called? MM2, remind me.
Screes.
Screes. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah, it took
off
me a
the
minute too.
scree. The
Oh,
D boost off the scree.
we got the bomb spread. Let's go.
Oh my
MGA gets
gosh.
the frame perfect morph bomb spread. That's worthy of a pop off. That is just an insanely hard strat. I know he went for it for the swag, but it's also faster, and I'm super glad we got to see it. Let's
Wow.
go.
That is a very tough strat to do. Hats off to GuyAverage for nailing that bomb spread. Holy smokes, MM2. Holy moly. Holy mackerel. Holy Toledo. I mean, this is crazy. You love to see it.
Yeah, these runners are just putting on an amazing show. But Mr. GuyAverage kind of running away with it at the moment, but
At the moment, but
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
MM2,
Anything-
we're only 17 minutes in. And what did you say their times were?
Mr. GuyAverage has a mid 57, Bressingham has a 59 of some sort.
Okay, so we still got plenty of run left. But
Yeah,
there's plenty of opportunities for Bressingham to make up some time. And sometimes it comes down to elevating your play simultaneously when your opponent makes some mistakes. So that's when you get the big time saves, the big comebacks.
Indeed. And yeah, MGA having a really nice red tower climb. Going to be going for the... Oh, no, he missed the wall jump. I don't know if that was... Oh. Well, got up the red tower at least.
Yep.
Say that.
Yeah, that was a good backup. I mean, that's a really tough to do that ledge grab strat where you just kind of float through the blocks as you break them with your beam there.
Yeah,
But he kept his composure. He kept the wall jump spinning up that red tower climb and just sticks the D boost off those globs. And Bressingham with a D boost of his own, just really impressive stuff from both these runners.
Yeah, notably, neither of them went for Alpha Spark, which I think is going to be because they're going to be trying to conserve their health through all of Rex ship. And because you've already got to do a couple sparks, notably the Moat Spark and the Ocean Spark, or if you want to do them both together, you can do the Ocean Fly, or at least go for it. No guarantees about getting it. But you want to try to conserve health so you can have enough health to spark for the mainstream missile later in the run. So, and you don't get any E-tanks after high jump. So you really want to be conservative with your health from that point on. But I mean, Upper Norfair is decently easy to keep a good health level in that area. So it's the challenge really starts now. Removing Alpha Spark is a really good health saver.
Absolutely. Did you see the wonderful red tower from Bressingham? I know he's already 2 alpha PBs and the missile pack, sticking both D-boosts both on the entrance and exit of that room. But that red tower was absolutely spicy. That was muy caliente, MM2.
For sure, if we had instant replay, I'd pull it up right now and give Bressingham that treatment, because for sure he deserves it. But yeah, that red tower was really good.
I love that beta PBs too, with that using that Shine Spark Power Bomb combination, and just look at the perfect shot placement and then the D boost to exit the room. He's keeping pace. Like MGA is across the moat, about to cross the ocean, but Bress is only about 2 rooms behind. So he's really done a great job. Ooh, GuyAverage missing that short charge, gonna back it up, try to get. Didn't get it on the second try. Goes with the backup back towards the door. A leap of faith. Huge spark across that ocean. So he's in direct ship.
Yeah, you noticed that leap of faith you were talking about, Hockey. That was probably another health saver strat.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Just to shorten that shine spark a little. Here's Brett setting up for Ocean Fly. Got that missile off to pick up that missile pack.
Ooh, and MGA gets to skip the. Yes, skip the first the first spike platform, but yeah, both runners missing Ocean Fly today.
That's right, but Brett's got the Ocean Spark first try, so he's back in direct ship now. So definitely making up some time here, MM2. This is getting, you know, MGA just made very minor mistakes, but Bress has elevated his play, and it's really starting to catch up here.
Yeah, once Hellway was done, Bressingham really turned on the Jets and hasn't let up quite yet. So we will see what Phantoon decides to treat these runners to. Will it be a dish of fast? Will it be just a trash can of slow, or anything in between? Get your guesses in now, Hockey.
Well, if I had to guess, I would guess that GuyAverage is going to have a mid. Oh! Nailing those particles, too. Look at the speedball from Bressingham to enter Phantoon. GuyAverage, though, with a very nicely done first round here against Phantoon. Phenomenal first round, Phantoon. Try saying that 5 times fast.
I know I won't be attempting it at the moment, but MrGuyAverage gets the slow for the second round, but doesn't manage to close it out just yet. Oh, and misses the appear for the third round fast. He's going to be kicking himself for that one.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for Bressingham to really tighten the clamps, get closer to MGA, getting those particles on that Phantoon, but MGA busting the ghost. Definitely capitalizing off. Oh, wow!
Yeah, I was slightly scared for Bress there, but he was calculating it all out in his head. He knew what was going to happen. He got that Phantoon kill secured away.
MM2, look at this gap change. We had MGA with a 22-14 door touch. Bressingham has cut MGA's lead to 6 seconds with that Phantoon fight.
And it's not even 6, it's more like 3, because if you were paying attention closer to the start of the race, Bress started 3 seconds late on the restream, and it wasn't because he actually started late. It was because we're going off of MGA's timer, but Bress's timer didn't start. But he visually started 3 seconds later or something.
Oh my gosh. So this is even tighter than it appears to us and the audience?
And Bress also has Spazer on MGA. So this is very possibly a Bress lead, but I don't know about the Mission Impossible missiles. So we shall see.
We shall see indeed. Look at this attic strat. Oh, MJ just missing the speed, or I should say the temporary blue at the very end there. But Bress also just barely finishing off that Key Hunter with some ammo. MGA going for those sky missiles. Didn't quite get the jump off.
He misses the jump.
Let's see if Bressingham can do it.
Oh, Bress misses it as well. MGA gets the second try.
Oh my gosh, gonna back it up. Take that big running jump. Oh,
Oh,
press! Gonna have to
come
try
on,
for a
Press.
third time here.
Okay, he
He's got
backs
it
him
on the
up.
third try.
Third tries the charm, as they always say.
Oh, absolutely, MM2. Oh, there I go again. For sure, for sure. Yes, I agree. Oh my gosh. Get a thesaurus hockey, but it ain't about hockey. It's about Mr. Guy Average versus Bressingham. First race out of a potential 3 races tonight here on Speed Gaming, broadcast into your favorite PC, tablet, phone, what have you, in the Super Metroid Multi-Category Extension Tournament Winners Finals.
Pretty much just what hockey said.
How do you like that spark from MGA? He crossed, what do you call, bowling, no sweat at all. But Bressingham now into bowling as well. Gonna both get a chance to collect their thoughts, reset, forget about the minor mistakes they've made, and just focus on executing throughout the rest of this run, MM2.
For sure. Bowling is it's a really well-placed break, just because you get to let go of all the early game mess-ups you've had, just take a moment to relax, check your social media if that's what you feel called to do, and then check in on what your opponent's been doing if you're allowed to do so. But of course the runners are. This is not a randomizer.
True, true. So I'm really curious when we get to the interviews after the race if our runners have each other's restream or have the SG restream up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Brest does. I don't know about MGA, but I don't know. I just don't know. I can't really make a call.
I always like to get that information because it's so curious to me with the different strategies for each runner.
Yeah, like you can make the argument, oh, watching the restream is a good advantage because then you can adjust your strats, but there's only so much going for riskier strats can do, because what if you mess them up? Like,
Right.
that's just a legit question.
It's like if you find yourself in a hole, do you go for that risky strat and potentially get even more behind?
For sure, like it's just a mind game. But oh, MGA just barely missing that ocean speedball.
I do love that we still haven't come up with a tidy name for it, but it's some sort of Samus ball in the corner pocket there in the West Ocean here. I don't know, but Super Metroid community has some very, very creative minds that name things. So we're looking at you, chat. If you want to name that trick, you better come up with something good.
I mean, I don't know. You could call it the Zenny ball, but I'm pretty sure Zenny's got some sort of ball already named after him. So you can't have 2 Zenny balls.
That's true. You could.
Okay,
You absolutely
I'm
could
gonna stop talking here because that could be taken out of context. Really
Oh, no one's gonna take you out of context, MM2. I won't let them do that, so don't you worry.
I appreciate it, Hockey. You're very much appreciated in keeping the sanctity of the speed gaming restreams intact.
Sanctity, oh my god. What I talk about sanctity is these runners' movement is so clean, it's practically saintly. Like it's just unreal the way these runners are playing. Look at the moonfall down Red Tower. Look at the Hellway from Bressingham, conserving his health, not going with the second D boost. I respect the move. Not utilizing Moonfall though, so an advantage to MGA here. He could definitely capitalize on that. Could definitely utilize the Moonfall in multiple places throughout the game, especially in the Leodox room when we're exiting the Planet Zebras.
Yeah, Leodox room about a second of difference in the escape. However, it's really not all that much. It doesn't decide most races, but it has decided some. So it's definitely worth turning on. If you haven't done it, do it right now. Get your Super Metroid console out and switch that Moonfall option to on. You won't regret it. Get that 4 seconds of time save and climb and escape. And you'll never go back. Except for like if your name is Sephi or like Chemnastics. Like those are the 2 people I know who've turned Moonfall on and then back off. Oh, MGA, a little low on health. He will have to do some sort of backup strat in
Oh, look at that leap. Look at the wall jump from MGA to grab that E-Tank, a timely pickup. And those main streets, MM2, those are absolutely nutty. Like, those short charge, those, what is that, a stutter 2? To get that short charge for Main Street?
At the bottom, it's a stutter 3.
At the bottom, it's a stutter 3, so I'm underselling the trick right now, MM2. That's
It's a very
unbelievable.
difficult trick, but it's definitely worth going for. Save a couple seconds. And speaking of things that save a couple seconds, Bress got the frame perfect jump out of Main Street into Fish Tank. And that's a really cool strat. It's not often you see people get that.
Oh no, for sure. Look at the beautiful use of that Shine Spark exiting Mama Turtle, going up into Mount Everest to grab those Crab Supers. Okay, so Bressingham is absolutely just nipping at the heels of MGA right now. We got another high five here at Crab Supers. MGA is going to scale Mount Everest with a mighty Shine Spark all the way into the Aqueduct area. Heading to Phantoon. Oh, sorry, we're going to make a detour. We're going to the beach, MM2.
We are indeed attending the beach here. I don't think we go to... Do we go to Watering Hole? Like,
we're about to find out. You know, I looked at the itinerary, MM2. We go to the beach. I don't know if we have time. I don't know if we have time to go. Nope. We're going to skip the Watering Hole. We're going to go to the Aqueduct now.
And Bressingham also skipped the beach entirely, so he will save a bit of time over MGA. But he will have to make that item up somewhere, somehow. Though I don't know if Spacer was that item. So, yeah,
Spacer, that's an excellent point, MM2. Spacer could have been the item that he selected to pick up instead of the beach missiles.
It really could have, but you know what? I'm tired of ending of this. I'm gonna check the VOD.
Well, we still got plenty more action here on SpeedGaming coming your way. We've got more Super Metroid multi-category extension tournament races tonight between these two titans in the winners finals.
This is true. This is not the only game you will be seeing on the SpeedGaming channel between these two runners tonight. Immediately after this first race, we have the second race, and immediately after the third race, if they are 1-1, we'll be seeing the game 3 on the SpeedGaming channel. Do not miss it. You do not even want to come close to missing these races. They are just unmissable, if I do say so.
I think you should, MM2, and I think you should point out, too, that I think Bressingham has taken the lead here with a wonderful decalled, heat-seeking X-Factor on Phantoon, setting up now. Oh! Crash animation into the side, wipes out those Mocktroids, but not the full halfie that Bressingham was looking for. Let's see if MGA can capitalize and get this full halfie across the Coliseum. He's got the setup, MM2. Is MM2 going to retake the lead?
Is MM2 going to enter the race and just spark into the lead? I sure hope not, but MrGuyAverage has retaken the lead. And after checking the VOD, consulting with it deeply, I have determined that Bressingham has collected the Mission Impossible missiles. They are even on item count.
Oh my gosh. We're 2 bosses out of 4 G4 bosses down. We're about to be 3 MM2, and we just turned the oven to high heat. We are broiling right now. This is a hot race.
It really is, and the runners, even on item count, in the same room, in the same boss fight, Dragon can go any which way you even want to consider, and half of them aren't good. So we'll see how these runners can take care of it.
You know, I noticed that MGA didn't get all 4 particles on that decalled X-Factor against Phantoon, but it doesn't matter because Bressingham did not get the full halfie and MGA did. Look at this opener. Look at this fight into a blue suit for MGA.
He blows the Shine Spark. It's not that bad. He will get the space jump, and if he gets the Womple jump, he'll only lose a few seconds.
What a titanic spark from Bressingham. That was just a Hail Mary pass. And gets a spike suit.
Very nice.
My gosh. This race, MM2.
That's the deepest into the drops.
This is just bonkers right now. Our runner's picking up the space jump item, which makes underwater movement oh so comfy. But Bressingham's going to gain some seconds back here on MGA. Look at the Womple jump from MGA. You love to see the classic strats used as a backup here. Didn't get the blue suit or spike suit he wanted, but Bressingham's still holding on to that spike suit MM2.
Indeed, and yeah, Bress will be
Oh
God,
no!
no,
The
he won't.
commentator curses MM2.
That feels so bad, Bress. We've all been there. I trust MGA has done that many, many times when running KPDR and probably a few other categories as well. But that just feels so bad. Bonking that reverse halfie only loses a couple seconds, but it still feels bad.
Oh, no doubt. MJ going for the plasma spark, but crashing into the ceiling of this little corridor here, right outside of the pancake room.
Yeah, Plasma Spark more a meme than anything, just due to the difficulty of getting it to even
It's
happen.
I'm going back in the vaults here. I believe there was an any percent tournament, and I think there was it might have been the Prodigies tournament. I think there was a bounty. I think there was an unclaimed bounty for Plasma Spark.
That's just okay. That sounds like just a meme and a half.
I mean, nobody got it, MM2. It's such a tight window to get that trick, and it's
it's like full halfy, but even harder.
Oh yeah. So
MrGuyAverage had an excellent plasma room, because that was just pristine.
yeah, it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Bressingham doing his best here, just taking out those pink plasma guarding pirates. He's got one more to absolutely annihilate with that plasma beam. So almost full beam combo for these runners. You did see them all the way back in the business center of Upper Norfair to skip ice beam. But they're going to be heading back to grab that before they go downtown to the lowest of the lower Norfair area to do battle with Ridley. And we're going to see that in a little bit. What an incredible room from GuyAverage. My goodness, those space jumps were just so pristine.
It really was. And we'll see if Bretsingham can match. Yes, these two runners are even on items.
Oh.
So whatever lead you see is the true lead. MGA can menu to super so that he can enter Kraid's lair, as if this was like true completion or something.
Unbelievable. Those rooms are so difficult to space jump through right before they get their Meridia exit. But Bressingham and GuyAverage both nailing those space jumps. Sweet. I'll quote Van Morrison here, MM2. That was sweeter than Tupelo honey. Okay. But GuyAverage
get the reference, but
that's all right.
Just listen. Still, I'm sure.
Just listen to AM radio, MM2. You'll be fine.
How do I turn this into a good segue about Ice Beam? I don't know how I would do that. Anyways, MGA gets the Ice Beam.
It wasn't for lack of trying, MM2. It wasn't for lack of trying. So another high five, MM2. Another one.
Because we haven't had enough.
We just haven't. We want more. We're greedy. We're viewers, commentators, we're greedy people. We want more action. We want a tighter race. We want a closer finish. And this race has not disappointed. This is gonna hopefully set the tone for this winners finals best of 3.
Yeah, I said it earlier, but in case you missed it, I will say it again. If you are still hungry for more winners finals action, you will not be disappointed. We will be seeing more winners finals action immediately after this on the same channel, on the same place, same two runners, different category, but the same close race. It will be extremely good to watch. And yeah, I'm sure these two runners will not disappoint. Game 2 immediately after this. Game 3 immediately to follow.
If necessary, of course, right?
Yeah, if necessary. I'm confident.
Thank you, MM2. Pitched him the ball and he ran with it. I love it. Look at that speed keep from Bressingham. Space boost. But MGA with a really nice chronic boost entrance into that lava room right before the lower Norfair elevator. So GuyAverage is heading down to lower Norfair. Bressingham just two rooms behind, going with that chronic boost entrance. But
and gets it.
MM2, you did mention that the lower bracket, the backdoor bracket, as our good buddy in chat, Professor School likes to call it, is lagging behind the upper bracket a little bit. So how many more matches do you think it's going to take until we have ourselves a grand finals?
Quite a few actually, because Glove and Sistream have yet to play due to an unfortunate IRL incident, which impaired Glove's ability to play. And then Apathy Duck and Nemini still have yet to play. And then Then we have Cashmon and P-Toil, Bands with Legends, Professor School, all those people still in the lower bracket. And the winner of all those, once they all culminate into one person, that will finish that person will face the loser of this match.
That's right. For a chance at the grand finals against the winner of this match, right?
Indeed. Right, you are, hockey.
Holy mackerel. Holy whatever fish you like. I'm going with mackerel. But it's gonna be a lot of hot tournament action still. This has been a terrific tournament. I've been mostly on the sidelines for it, but look at the fast pillar spark from Bressingham. You saw beautiful green gate glitches from both runners. MrGuyAverage into the trademarked mouse mascot room, and you know,
yeah,
never heard of him.
yeah, the whatever euphemism you want to use for the Disney's copyright thing that we won't say, so we don't get SpeedGaming DMCA. Though I'm pretty sure that even if we said it, it's more a meme nowadays. It's still funny though.
No, absolutely. I'm sure there's been some Kingdom Hearts tournaments on SpeedGaming before.
I'm pretty sure there
But
has.
anyway.
But anyway, really nice. Really nice Three Amigos room, Key Hunter stairs, whatever you want to call that room. Heard it said both ways. But yeah, really nice execution from MrGuyAverage. Gets the double hit on the second Key Hunter and just kills all the Key Hunters, gets all the lag reduction you could ever want. It's just such a good feeling when you get the lag reduction. And Bressingham going to go for the backup and gets it. Very nice.
I love that power bomb placement from both the runners, just outside of the screen, just enough to get those blocks destroyed so they can roll on through. So both in wasteland. Looks like, yep, MJ going for that single KO. Bressingham picking up the power bombs of necessity. MGA into the Ninja Pirates. Metal Pirates do not bring jump kicks to an arm cannon fight, MM2. It's not going to go well for you.
I can confirm this, having killed the metal pirates many a time, and MrGuyAverage does the optimal way of doing it, unless you task, but I won't talk about that. Yeah, he does it. He does it the fastest way you can possibly do it. Bressingham can also be going for that strat. Gets the first part, gets the second, and misses the door shot. Oh no. Oh well.
That's alright. He's just gonna plow through. He's gonna plow through this room, use that screw attack to great advantage. But talking about great advantage is this item loadout and health against Ridley here. Full beam combination, 20 shots, 900 damage. That's 18,000 for those of you down with the arithmetic. Bressingham starting his Ridley fight too, but GuyAverage has already got the deep crimson color change on Ridley. So Ridley is on the ropes. He's swaying, about to go down for the count. Picks up Samus. Wonderful fight from MGA.
Yeah,
Bressingham.
It's curious to see whether Bressingham will use some supers on Ridley with his larger super count. With MGA going into 6, Bressingham going into 10. It doesn't look like he'll be using them because that, what am I thinking? That pogo there from Ridley looked like a prime opportunity to use him, but that was a very, very solid Ridley fight from both of our runners. And
oh, no doubt, MM2.
Only a few seconds ahead.
Saw that Ridley just being a complete troll. Bressingham had Ridley's health below what's required to end the fight, but Ridley just decided to get one more, you know, one finger salute poke.
Yeah, you gotta be able to deal with anything in this Ridley fight. Ridley just takes so much.
A little bit of tough luck for Bressingham. Otherwise, a pretty nice fight. Oh, no doubt, and a little bit of luck. Definitely a little bit of luck. Oh, GuyAverage, he's rolling it back. Roll it. Look at that. Look at the commitment to the strat. You love to see it. MGA bounces back, gets that speed ball through Wasteland, back into Three Amigos. Red Key Hunter Tower. Bressingham, though, hot on his heels, just gonna zip through those Disgigas.
Goes for a really tight short charge. Only had like 3 extra tiles at the back that he decided not to use with his short charge, and gets the short charge anyway. Oh, MGA sets up for the T-boost. Let's see if he gets it.
I love this. I love it.
Come on. He
Let's
gets the
go.
D-boost, he got the freeze in the proper position and got the D-boost off the
Oh,
off the fire fleet right after getting the E-tank. It's another one of those buffered D-boosts that you can do, similar to the one off of early supers, however many minutes ago, like 40, 35 or 40 or whatever. What have you.
I think Bress MM2 is a great. Oh,
Oh
just a
no!
little shy, but still got that first try speedball out of Wasteland. Guy Average gonna grab the Hoda Ruby miss.
Yeah, it might have been Bress went for a down D boost instead of an up D boost, and that could have been what just spat him just a little bit too low. But I could be wrong.
It very could well be right, MM2. I mean, it's a good observation. But Bressingham also gonna grab those Hoda Ruby missiles. And but Guy Average is out to a pretty big lead here, almost as big as the lead he had kind of in the first half of the run before Bressingham just came absolutely roaring back into the fight.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like Bressingham's going to need to step up his game just a little bit, but we've got plenty of game left to do it in like 15 minutes, maybe a bit more before the runners are done. Oh, that looked a bit sketchy there from MGA, but he did get the D boost off of that that waiver into Norfair. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Professor School, for actually providing the solution to what happened to Bress.
Good call, School. Good call. But MM2, you're right. MMGA with that wonderful, wonderful D-boost entrance into pre-reserve tank of Upper Norfair. Let's see if Bressingham can just zip across there, blow up in that super door. But yeah, so far so good. And what I want to just touch on, MM2, is kind of the mental stamina required in a best of 3 race here in the winners finals. Is like whoever does end up losing this first race, you gotta just reset, just click in to the next race and just put this behind you. It's a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah, for sure. Mental state cannot be understated in these best of 3s, like you were saying, hockey. If you let that, if you lose that first game and let that get into you and it matched you, you've got almost no chance. But MGA pulling out the swag D-boost strats in Bubble Mountain, very nice.
I do love that. That's one of my favorite D-boosts. As a D-boost aficionado, look. Oh, Bressingham with the perfect long distance call. D-boost. You love to see it. But Chad asking, can you give us newcomers an overview of the match so far? So yeah, this is race 1 in a best of 3 winners finals of the Super Metroid multi-category extension tournament. The category is nice percent, aka 69% item collection. They have to hit that number by picking up 69 items. And really, this has been a prize fight. This has been 2 heavyweight champions just squaring off and punching each other as hard as they can, metaphorically speaking, MM2.
Yeah, not that what they do is actually affecting the other's game. That would sure, not directly at least. Though if they are watching the restream, it for sure could be.
No, for sure. We've had multiple lead changes. We saw MGA get out to a big lead at the beginning, but a combination of a few minor mistakes from Guy Average combined with just an elevation, a spectacular stratospheric rise in play from Bressingham, and we've seen him come roaring back. But now the tables have kind of flipped back to where they were, where Guy Average is holding onto a lead here, entering Green Bin Star Revisited. But Bressingham not giving up, fighting to the very end, trying to get closer and closer to victory by heading to G4 and whatever items they're going to get along the way.
Yeah, and as you were saying, MrGuyAverage does have the current lead in terms of position. Not in terms of items, they are, well, technically MG has 1 item ahead, but I'm sure that Bressingham will get that item. But Bressingham, worth noting, does have 5 extra supers that MrGuyAverage doesn't have, so it'll be interesting to see where he spends them, because I'm sure he will. Like, you have Metroids and Muzzle Brain 1 that will for sure require a lot of supers, so it'll be very interesting to see if that ammo differential will play a role.
No, that's an excellent point, MM2. I mean, there's a lot that can go right or wrong in Torian based on ammo and based also on execution. We still have baby skip to deal with. We have to execute a Zebetite skip. We have to have clean, effective Metroid rooms and still have those supers to be able to get through the rooms faster than your opponent. But yeah, this has been just an absolutely spellbinding race. It's been a treat to commentate it with you. And you know what? We're only at the 48-minute mark. We're doing the Retro Brinstar cleanup. We still got a race on our hands, folks, and we're gonna see what these two runners are made of.
Yeah, and I could say the exact same, Hockey. It's been a pleasure to do this match with you, and I look forward to doing more matches with you in the future. And speaking of things I look forward to, ooh, that was a nice mock ball that MGA just got off the ledge there. He's gonna store the spark, carry it all the way up the elevator while you're on an elevator. Spark frames do not run out, so he'll still have his full 150 or whatever he leaves with.
And look at that, just wasting no time, sparking through the door in Old Mother Brain, perfectly executed, and going to grab those Old Mother Brain missiles. So you said that Bressingham has an extra 5 supers. So, but they're even on they're even on item pickups, MM2.
Yes, this is how it is. Neither of them have picked up any more or any less items than the other runner at this point. MrGuyAverage did skip the Spazer Beam, but did collect the beach missiles. Which
That's right.
Bressingham did it the other way around. He got Spazer, but skipped beach missiles. So, and aside from that, they're both even. They've both gotten the same items.
Right on, MM2. We did see him. Go ahead, sorry.
I don't know if they're going to be doing a gauntlet check. Not check. I've done too much randomizer Hockey.
Is there really such a thing, MM2, as too much randomizer?
Well, when you're talking about SMZ3, I'm not sure if you could say that. However, I mean, with Key Sanity, then I guess too much is subjective.
Oh, too good, too good. So we did see Bressingham with a bit tidier spark there after freezing those globby enemies whose name escapes me as usual. What are they? Booyahs!
Yup, that's it.
But MGA, though, is already into Gauntlet, and Gauntlet is oh so comfy with this item loadout. You can just use that screw attack and just rifle through those platforms, or I should say those blocks. So, but Bressingham, still about a room and a half, 2 rooms away. But turn on the afterburners here. But it's going to come down to Torian for sure. Torian is a highly technically demanding section of the game. Definitely perhaps overlooked by the novice runner like myself.
Well, Hockey, you may be a novice runner, as you call yourself, but you are most certainly not a novice commentator. And sad to see it, neither runner is going to be going for the Teletubby Huggy. As
oh my god! Little TTH, oh my goodness. Oh,
Hockey, wow. I had to say it.
You had to. I mean,
it was too funny.
We're contractually obligated to only refer to that trick as Teletubby Huggy now on any channel. But,
yeah, I brought it over. And Brett's going to be going for the rescue shot. Oh, he's fine. He's still fine. I don't think those blocks may appear. I think he's okay.
I sure hope you're right.
Breast, please.
Breast got it. Yes.
So he did. He recovered. Let's go.
Let's go, Bressingham. Nice recovery, but GuyAverage getting another breather, getting another break in action at G4. Just gonna go into the Morph Ball tank and think about executing a perfect Torian.
Yeah, this is going to be really tight. However, MrGuyAverage has a very sizable lead, even more so with that mistake in the back of Gauntlet that Bressingham had. Though it was very respectable, Bressingham presumably knowing where he was compared to MGA, for him to go for the quick drops. I'm glad he didn't actually lose the full run on that. Because if he had actually skipped one of those missiles, then it would have just been GG. Because I know that neither of these runners will be dying to Mother Brain.
For sure, for sure. Check out these check out these Metroid rooms from MGA. Just watch this execution on display. But chat also pointing out, MM2, that another name for the old TTH, Teletubby Huggy, is the Samus Experience Master. I think it's the Samus Expert Master. So our good friend and commentator Sephi went with the purposeful redundancy to just drive home the point that Samus is an expert and a master of moving through the planet Zebes. And GuyAverage with a spicy Metroid Room 2 and an even better Metroid Room 3. But of course, commentator curse strikes again. This is a chance for
He
Bressingham to
skipped
close
those
the gap.
3 super drops. It's a respectable choice, but that's a lot of supers. I
No
gotta say.
doubt. Look at that. Look at the Metroid Room 1 from Bressingham playing like a man possessed, lighting the world on fire, both of these runners. You love
Oh,
to
and
see it.
Bress gets
Oh, but
grabbed.
getting grabbed.
Yeah, that strat is just barely designed to barely get you not grabbed. But both runners had really good Metroid Room 1s. MrGuyAverage going for a bit riskier of a strat than Bressingham ended up doing. But Metroid Room 3 giving both these runners just a little trouble. It's always the worst one.
It is a tough one. There's no doubt about it. They're all tough, but in their own way. But
I
Metroid Room
suppose
3
you're right,
definitely
Prof.
the toughest. I think it's because it's like the longest room, and it's got so many lava gaps or lava pits and things like that. But MGA setting up for the baby skip. He's got the jump rope. He's through the door. Way to go, GuyAverage. Great baby skip.
Yeah, that was pretty much textbook from MGA, but Bressingham did make up a little time. But he's gonna need this baby skip to have a chance in this race to stay in it.
All right. Bless baby skip. Let's go, Bressingham. Oh!
No, just jumping a bit too early. Oh no.
Oh, Samus caught her, just dragged the toe on that first jump and kind of got off kilter on the second jump. Oh, that's tough luck for Bressingham. But MGA just pounding Mother Brain 1 with missiles, finishing off Mother Brain 1, going into what will be a very simplistic Mother Brain 2 fight with that full beam combination and also the potential for stand-up glitch.
Yeah, you say potential, I say a requirement in this category. You're gonna get like at least 7 or 8 E-tanks, more likely 9, like these runners both have. So, wait, hold on. Did Bress turn his reserves to manual when he paused to turn off Spazer, or did he accidentally skip the Brinstar reserve?
Oh no, he definitely got the Brinstar reserve, but he did grab the reserve tank first before grabbing the missiles behind it.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, there's no way Bress would do something silly like that, right? Okay, no, he's got 3, but he's got them on manual. That makes sense. Makes all the sense in the world.
I think Bressingham went for the down back Zeb skip, but now he's got screw attack off. Ooh, bad luck with those Rinkas. He's got a Rinka now. He's just trying to take some damage so that he can.
Is he?
Yeah, perfect,
perfect
execution at the last second as that Rinka was unfreezing. That was great execution from Bressingham, going with the backup as far as I can tell. Really nice, but MGA into the baby cutscene. He's ready to deliver that stand-up damage with that full beam combo.
Yeah, interesting that Bress didn't get the iframes off the Zebetite itself since he turned off screw attack, but to each their own, I suppose.
Oh, for sure. I actually myself.
Oh my god, okay, this is actually. Oh, well, Monk S. Yeah, this is.
Oh my.
I don't know if. We'll see if Mother Brain can hit MGA's baby.
Oh my gosh. I think so.
Oh,
yeah, he's got control.
Oh, yeah, he got hit. He got hit before the tanks filled him up.
Wow. Whew.
Yeah.
Chad's not worried about it, but we were, right?
I was terrified.
Dang.
Yeah.
That was a close call.
Yeah, I forgot that that Mother Brain knocks Samus back there. Completely passed my mind.
So MJ with not a perfect stand-up, but a stand-up nonetheless. Delivering
a stand-up that
worked. And defeating Mother Brain 3 with a few well-placed Hyper Beam shots. MGA will start his escape now, but Bressingham into the baby cutscene, so it's been a great race, MM2. It's had a lot of twists and turns, a lot of ups and downs, and setting the tone.
Both 69 missiles and 69 health.
That is true commitment to the category.
I gotta agree with you, Hockey. True dedication. It looks like MGA could potentially beat Bress's PB with this run.
Wow.
I didn't catch when he started escape.
It looks like Bressingham's got good stand-up potential here. He's delivering that damage to a completely ashed over Mother Brain 2. But, uh-oh. Mother Brain 2 is back at it, MM2.
Monka S.
Monka S indeed.
Yeah, I was looking at MJ's stream and saw it froze for a second. But yeah, Bryce's PB is a 59.23, so this is going to be really interesting to see where MGA's finish time lands. I know he's behind his own PB, but yeah, he's gonna beat Bryce's PB, and by a decent margin too.
It's a pretty impressive run by any metric from MGA.
Yeah, get your
MM2,
GGs.
give us that official race times time.
Yeah, get your GGs in chat. MrGuyAverage finishing with an official race time of 58 minutes and 59 seconds. GG.
GG MGA. So taking game 1 is MGA. There will be a game 2, MM2.
There will for sure be a game 2, and it's likely we'll see a game 3. This is gonna be just really close in game 2. I'm interested to see what MGA picks. I would not be surprised to see 80% all losses. What do you think, Hockey?
You know, I'm not sure. Because is it out of the remaining categories after they vetoed?
Well, there's 3 categories left. And Bress is gonna veto one. The 3 categories are max percent GT code, Nintendo power percent, and then any percent all losses. So,
So I was fiddling around with the commentator controls and now we got it. Now we got
we got the one.
Yep, we got the one. We had none, then we had one, then we had 2, then we had 1, then we had 0. Now we got 1. But Bressingham gonna finish as the runner-up in this first race. Just take a big leap onto that ship and leave the exploding planet Zebus. MM2, what's that race time?
The race time for Bressingham is just under a minute off of his own PB, 1 hour and 23 seconds. GG to both runners.
Oh yeah, GG's Bressingham, GG's MGA. This has definitely been a great start to the winners finals. Both of these runners showing off their technique, their talent, skill, knowledge of the game, finding all those items. Well, minus 31 of them, but who's counting?
I mean, I'd bet the runners are, but I mean, I'm sure the game is as well. So yeah, to those watching, we'll see a 10 to 15 minute break. So I'm gonna move the match to 8:20 Eastern, and it'll be on SpeedGaming main.
And MM2, we're gonna hold interviews once they're done with all the races?
They're right here, so I guess
oh my gosh, they're here.
Interviews right now.
Oh my goodness, we'll keep it brief, but my goodness, GG's. Oh, hold on, they're not even in the. They're still in the green room, Hockey. My goodness, slow your roll. Oh, I'm commentating like a man possessed, MM2. I'm just fired up.
Yeah, waiting on Bress and MGA.
All right, welcome in today's winner and runner-up, MrGuyAverage and Bressingham. Way to go on an amazing race 1, 69%. GG's to you both.
GG,
Yeah,
thank you.
GG's.
Yeah, that was a great race. Sad that it ended how it did for you, Bress, but that was just an insane race for both of you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think both of you played MGA just like 2 minutes off PB for MGA and then a minute for Bress. That was quite good.
Yeah, I wasn't watching the restream until I checked after lower Norfair, and I was shocked at how close it was there. But MGA says I was ahead at some point too.
Yeah,
so that's even more shocking.
Yeah, I mean you were ahead right after Phantoon, and then you missed full happy, and MGA got it, so that put MGA back in the lead. But it was quite close. You both were in Ridley at the same time, and Yeah, it was just a great race overall.
Yeah, most of my time loss was like bosses. They just kept screwing me over. Phantoon flame lamed me. So like I had to like kind of improvise, do a little bit of a longer Doppler, and then I just couldn't get all the missiles in. So I had to 3 round. And then Batoon, one of my X Factors missed again, so I had to do like a 2 or a 3 round. Dragon surprisingly was the only boss that didn't screw me over, which is interesting because Dragon usually always screws me over.
Dragon's always the one that screws you over. Everyone. That's just how Dre is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I messed up Dragon. I had a good Phantoon and Botwoon. Missed full half. Yeah, I had got Spike Suit and I blew it, or I missed it.
Missed it by mere pixels, Bressingham. But what I loved about your Dragon fight was I know you tried to finish off Dragon in 2 rounds, but then you just took like a shine spark of faith from the far right side of Dragon's room and just clobbered Dragon, KO'd her. It was awesome.
Thank you. I'm glad you liked that.
I did. I really got a kick out of it, and it was definitely, to me, the fastest way to finish that fight, you know?
Yeah, for sure. That was a that was just the Dragon fight for recovery for you, Bress, was really good. Sad that the spike suit miss was how it went. Both of your plasma rooms were really good. I noticed that. Like, just the strats went well. And that's always good. I think a lot of Bress's time save was just an upper rec ship. I feel it was probably more Phantoon, but I noticed like Bress was getting closer as you guys got closer to gravity. And then like Bress actually took over in Meridia when MGA messed up Botswoon.
Yeah, I think from what I remember, I mean, Bress was ahead, right, 1 extra item than me. So even though he was like a few seconds behind, we both messed up, like the sky missiles jump or whatever. That's when I like glanced over and I was like, oh yeah, Bress is totally gonna be ahead of me on restream. And if he's ahead on me at restream, then I'm so far behind. But yeah, we both missed the jump, and then he was only like a few seconds behind me, which is we were probably even because of the item difference, and then me having to go back and pick up that extra item in Meridia. Yeah, and then he was ahead after Batoon and stuff like that.
Did you forget something in Meridia?
No.
No,
I don't think
it
so.
was MGA skipped Spazer and got.
Oh,
Beach
you.
Missiles.
Oh, yeah. So you have to
Yeah.
get Beach. Gotcha.
Yeah, I get Beach.
Yeah. Just route differences, I feel like.
Yeah. Just the only route difference between us.
Yeah, I mean it's always great to see like a 69% with minimal route differences, because I feel like that is not how it usually goes in this category. Yeah, I feel like we should probably wrap it up, get you guys set up for the next race.
Sounds good.
So yeah,
All right.
any final words, you guys?
Yeah, no, I mean, GG, man, Bress, super close race, dude. So yeah, I'm just excited to see how the next one's gonna go. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. GG. Ready
Perfect.
for the next one.
Well, I'll just say, great race, you two. I look forward to commentating Game 2 along with Professor School. But it's been a fantastic time commentating it with Hockey here. And speaking of hockey, I'll let you take this one out. Sign us off, Hockey.
What am I taking out? We got another race. You already said it best. Professor School is tagging in, I'm tagging out, and we're going to see you next mission in a matter of minutes. So, looking forward to it.
For sure. See you next mission, everybody. Stick around.